Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to Becoming Cleo. I'm so excited that you're here. Today I want to talk about this month. So currently we're in the month of January, and January is Thyroid Disease Awareness Month. If you didn't know, I have hypothyroidism and I was diagnosed in 2019. I have a video on my channel. I will link that right here in case you want to take a look and learn more about hypothyroidism, or even in case you have hypothyroidism and you want to know more about my story, the different things that I'm doing to manage my symptoms, and how I found out I was diagnosed. So make sure to go check that out. Before we get into the different product swaps and the different things that I'm about to talk about, I just want to put out a disclaimer that I am not a doctor. I'm just sharing things that I know, sharing things that worked for me, and I'm just overall sharing my experience. So make sure you, 1, do your own research, 2, consult your doctor, and then 3, decide what's going to be best for you, because everybody's different. Just because this is how I manage my hypothyroidism doesn't mean that this is how you're going to manage yours. So just keep that in mind, and you resonate with, make sure to take that. Whatever doesn't resonate, just keep it moving, okay? So let's get right into it. So hypothyroidism means that your thyroid gland is underactive and it's not producing enough of the thyroid hormone. If you have hypothyroidism, then you're probably taking a medicine called levothyroxine, Synthroid, and what it is it's a synthetic thyroid hormone that's going to help your body to produce more of the hormones by taking this medicine. So the thyroid gland is a tiny gland that's found in the front of your neck. It pretty much affects every organ in your body. The role that your thyroid gland plays is that it's actually going to be helping your body regulate the metabolic rate, which is like your metabolism. Number 2, it plays a role in controlling your heart, your digestive function, the energy of your body temperature, and literally so much more. So it's a pretty serious gland. The thyroid gland is also a part of your endocrine system. And so when your thyroid isn't making enough hormones, things start to slow down and things start to get out of whack. And there's this thing called an endocrine disruptor. And so endocrine disruptors are natural or man-made chemicals that mimic and interfere with your body's hormones. And according to the American Thyroid Association, endocrine disruptors are also chemical pollutants in the environment that can affect the action of the endocrine glands, including the thyroid glands. Some are suspected to influence the thyroid function negatively. So because of all of this, I'm just doing my part and being more intentional about the products that I use in my day-to-day life, the products that I keep around my house, and really just things that I use on a daily basis. So now we're going to get into like all of the different swaps and products and things that I'm using. My intention and my goal is to really focus on the day-to-day products. So these are the things that I'm going to be using every single day, that I'm going to be putting on my body, on my skin, in my food, in the environment. That's really my focus, because 1, it's not feasible to change every single thing that you're using that has chemicals or that's toxic in your household, because it could be really expensive. Also, the more holistic and natural products are typically more expensive as well. So I'm trying to do all of these different swaps gradually as I learn more, as I become more educated on the subject. So yeah, that's one of my goals. And then 2, I'm really focused on products that are more natural, products that have no parabens, no sulfates, that are typically vegan and organic. The very first thing is deodorant. I used to use Degree for Men deodorant because it worked really well, and I feel like I can be pretty sweaty in this area as well, in my armpits. And now I've switched to using Loom, and I've also been using Play Pits, and these are my 2 favorite natural deodorants, hands down. So I know for natural deodorant, it's always kind of like a hit or miss for most people. It's a really tricky subject. I find like a lot of people think that it doesn't work. And it's true, because there are some deodorants that aren't going to work for you and some that are going to work for you. But for me personally, Play Pits was probably my favorite and the best deodorant that I had ever used. It's also a Black-owned brand, and it lasts all day, throughout the summer, throughout a workout. It's the best deodorant ever. The only thing to keep in mind is that if you're sensitive to baking soda like me, then you may experience some of that harsher chemical burn. But Loom is a great alternative, because this one also lasts pretty much all day. You may have to repair it at the end of the day. So the way that I went about finding natural deodorant is really just like a lot of research and also a lot of trial and error. I specifically had tried to use deodorants that don't have baking soda in it, because I know that that causes irritation for me. I know one thing for me that I did when I switched from using a chemical deodorant to a natural deodorant is that I first detoxed my armpits with Aztec healing clay. I think that's what it's called. I can do a video on that if you guys want to see, because it's been a while since I detoxed them. But I do think that that made a huge help in me switching from chemical to a natural deodorant. Second swap that I want to talk about is body soap. So I pretty much, before using the body soap that I use now, I was pretty much using whatever body soap possible, like whatever was cheap in the store, whatever was on sale. That's what I was using. I was really just whatever I could find that was affordable. Now I made the switch to using Native, and I also use Shea Moisture body soap as well. So these are the two that I use. I've recently just started using Native, and so far I love it. I love the scents that it has. It lasts all day, and it feels more like a soap to me. Like, it feels really good to my skin in terms of getting my body clean. Now, when it comes to Shea Moisture, that is like a super natural soap. Like, I think it's made from shea butter and myrrh and frankincense, and super natural. It does have a good lather. I feel like that soap has you feeling like kind of neutral at the end of the day. And I wanted something that's going to pretty much last all day, or pretty much like make me feel super clean. Native works really well for me for this. And then Shea Moisture also works well. It's kind of a backup. I would say the two downsides to these products, especially the Shea Moisture one, is that that bottle that is pictured right here is literally like $15, and it only lasts a month. Especially if you shower twice a day, several times in a week, whatever your showering schedule looks like, it's not going to last you that long, and you're going to have to keep buying it over and over again. So the price is definitely a downside for me. For Native, this bottle is definitely bigger, it lasts longer, and so I think that I'm going to be more of like a Native girl moving forward, because I love this product. They both have no parabens, they're both natural products, no sulfate, so that's super cool. So those are the two different soaps that I have been using in the swap. The third product swap that I'm going to talk about is skincare. So before, I was pretty much doing the same thing with my body soap, but I was doing with my skincare. I was using whatever was cheap, whatever was affordable, and not really researching these products, just kind of like save money in my pocket. But now I started using pretty much all Good Molecule products. So I use the Good Molecule face wash, and I use their exfoliant as well. So I really like using Good Molecules because, one, they have vegan products, they're cruelty free, and they also list out all of the different ingredients that they use on their products. And you know how like most products will sell their ingredients anyway? The way that the box is set up for Good Molecules, it makes it super easy to see what is in the product. So it really just feels like they're transparent about what goes in it. I also use Weleda Skin Food, and they also have pretty clean ingredients as well. Last thing that I use on my face is a serum. I like to make my own serums and my own skincare stuff from time to time, just because then I really know what's in it. My serums pretty much have all organic and cold pressed oils in it. That way I can ensure that I know exactly what's going onto my skin. So that's the third thing that I use. And then the fourth swap that I made was in cleaning products. Honestly, this has been the most challenging one, because I haven't really been able to find like a super good cleaning product that's like natural, that's non-toxic. So what I have been doing for cleaning a lot of times is I just go back to the old-fashioned way of cleaning. I use baking soda, apple cider vinegar with the mother, and then also lemon. I'll make a concoction out of that, and then I'll clean things that way, and it really does scrub things pretty clean. And also in the past, I used Dr. Meyer's. I think that's what it's called. I'll link that or leave a picture right here, because I'm not exactly sure of the name. That worked really well too, but it was also like the price that you would pay for the bottle that you would get, they just didn't align with me. And so far I pretty much haven't been keeping up with the cleaning products as much. That's a harder one. I may come back and do another video on like making your own products and using that instead. But yeah, the cleaning one I'm still trying to get with, because I'm used to cleaning with like bleach or like Clorox or things like that that have more chemicals in it, and I just need to do more research on different cleaning products that could work for me. The next product swap that I've been making is for my cooking utensils and appliances. So before, I was using plastic cooking utensils, and the plastic ones aren't always as good because sometimes they can leak out and get into your food, so that's never good. So I switched to wooden ones that are also BPA free, and I think that that's a better alternative, because you should definitely try to get products that are BPA free in general. And I also switched from using a non-stick skillet, because some of the coating on those aren't necessarily the best for you. So now I use a cast iron skillet, and that's also been working really well. Super easy to use, super easy to clean, and I find that the food doesn't really stick to it if you have like a really good oil onto the pan as well. And lastly, one of the things that I've really been trying to do is not store my food inside of plastic, but more so trying to use glass Tupperware, glass to also eat the food out of, glass is a much better and safer alternative to using plastic. Another swap that I made was in the different hair care items that I use. So now for hair care items, I really do want to use things that are natural, things that are organic, and things that don't have sulfates or parabens in them. Before, similar to the skincare, I was using whatever product was just really good for my pockets, but now I use Melanin hair care. And I really love this brand because one, it's black owned. Shout out to Natural85 on YouTube. If you know, you know. And I also have no parabens and no sulfates as well. So I really just started using Natural's 85 Melanin Hair Care African Black Soap Shampoo. I've been using that, I want to say, for almost a year now, and I talk about the different other products that I use that are more so natural and that have cleaner ingredients in my Lock Wash Day video. So if you're interested in taking a look at that and more of the products that I use for my hair, be sure to check that out right here. I will link it above. And the last swap that I made, it's not an everyday product, but I feel like it's something that's super important because it goes onto your skin as well. So for feminine care, before, I think I was also in the same boat, y'all. I really was just trying to save money and use whatever is cheapest for my pockets. Keep in mind that if you're watching this video and if that's where you are right now, stay there. Like I said, this is a gradual change, and don't feel the need to switch every single thing about your life right now. Do it in the way that works best for you. So before, I was using whatever was affordable for my pockets, but now I'm using Honey Pot, and that is pretty much the only brand that I use for feminine care. Honey Pot has certified organic cotton. It's plant derived, also herbal infused as well. I really love Honey Pot specifically for those reasons, for the care that they put in the products. It's also black owned as well. So if you haven't noticed by now, I love me a clean ingredient black owned product. Yeah, like I said, even though it's not a day-to-day product, but more so like a monthly product, I still feel like it's super important to be cautious about what you use in your feminine area. And Honey Pot has really good ingredients, and it's also an organic product as well, and it's black owned. So I love Honey Pot. All of those products that I mentioned are all vegan, are all 100% natural. They do have cleaner ingredients, and I have found that they are better than what I was using before. Of course, if I research and I find something that's even more better, I'll switch to that. But so far, those are the swaps. Some of the different ways that I learned what products are better for you, what products aren't so good for you, is I use these two different apps right here. This one is called Think Dirty, and then this one is called EWG. What I really love about these two apps is that you can type in to the app what product it is that you're wanting to use, and they tell you how the app is rated based on their app for the ingredients, whether it's clean ingredients, whether it's not so clean ingredients. It really does give you a breakdown of the different products, what's in it, and then that way you can decipher and research more to see what is a good product for you. So those are the two resources that I have been using. If you do know any more resources that could help in deciphering the ingredients in the products, please feel free to leave those below in the comments, because I'd love to have more resources, just because sometimes on the app they may not have a product and its ingredients listed, especially if it's like a product that's not well known, or maybe it's newer, then you may not be able to find that information there. So those are all the different product swaps that I've made so far, and all the different ones that are working for me. Okay, and so before I close out this video, I think it's next week, or maybe it's the week after next, that I'll have been on YouTube for 1 year. So I kind of wanted to make like a special video for that. I'm just not sure exactly what I want to do or what you guys want to see. So I created this poll right here in the YouTube community. It's not too late to go vote. So make sure you check out this poll right here in the YouTube community and vote for which option is best for you. At the time that I'm recording this video, there are 4 votes, and 3 votes are for the Q&A Get to Know Me. If you're also someone that wants me to do a Q&A get to know me kind of style video, please leave some questions below, or leave some questions in the community about what you want me to answer. Pretty open. If I don't like a question, I probably just wouldn't put it in the video. But whatever it is that you guys want to know, just comment that below or add that to the community if that's what you guys want me to do, because that would be super helpful in me doing this next video for my 1 year anniversary on YouTube. So now, with that being said, I thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to connect with me across all socials at Becoming Cleo. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.